today I have a makeup tutorial obviously on the look that I'm wearing right now. I really wanted to do this look for you guys just because although it is neutral, I have done a couple colorful makeup tutorials on my channel recently, so I wanted to kind of even it out and do something that's a little bit more neutral again and kind of just even everything out. I also got really inspired by the trend that's been going around lately to do this super smoked out, like really smoky winged liner look. And I recently saw a picture that Norvita posted that I saw it and I was like, that's it. Like, I have to try this smoked out look because it just looked beautiful. It's actually this picture right here. If you guys go on her page, you'll see it better. But she basically has this most beautiful, just really warm crease and this black, like, smoked out winged liner. But it's not too smoked out. It literally is a winged liner that's done with shadow and looks really smudgy and messy. It's not too much of that smoked liner that is like a super sharp black and then super smoked out. It's not so much of that. It's more of literally doing a winged liner that's made of shadow and just kind of smudging it a little bit. You guys will see what I mean when you watch the tutorial. I wanted to try and do a different technique on my channel. I know a lot of the times I just do smoky eyes and I'm always using wing liner with liquid liner. So I figured today I would do this trend that's been going around of doing like that really smoky liner. I also tried this makeup look out once on Saturday when I went out, and I cannot tell you guys how many compliments I got on this makeup look. Literally everywhere I turned, someone was telling me that my makeup looked so good. And I really think it's just because this like smoky, kind of liner, cat eye, very smudgy, sultry type of eye really catches a lot of people's attention. I'm honestly just so in love with it and I really hope you guys love it just as much. If you want to check out how I got this look, then just make sure to keep on watching. So the first thing I'm doing is starting off with my Maybelline Baby Skin Primer, and I'm just putting that all over my face. I've really been loving this primer lately. It just gives you a really smooth finish for an affordable price. And then I'm starting off with my foundation. Of course, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear in Tawny with the Sigma Flat Top Kabuki brush. I feel like I've been using this foundation so much lately, but I just can't help it. I love it so much. So I'm just going ahead and blending all of that out. So next I'm taking my concealer, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I'm just using the shade 20 Sand, and then I'm mixing a little bit of the 15 shade just right on top, just because I find that 20 is slightly not brightening enough and then 15 is a little too brightening. So mixing the two gives me that perfect shade. So to set that foundation so that it doesn't move anywhere throughout the day, I'm using my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just putting that all over my face as well as underneath the eye to set the concealer. Taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, I'm using that bright yellow banana-ish shade, and I'm just putting that underneath the eye to brighten. Using my Becca Shadow Light Contour Perfector Bronzer, that's a long name, I'm going to be bronzing up my cheekbones as well as my temples and bringing it slightly up the forehead and along the jawline. I'm absolutely obsessed with this bronzer. It gives the most beautiful luminizing slight sheen of a glow, and I just love it. And then I'm taking the Hourglass blush in the shade Mood Exposure and just putting that on the cheekbones. And then I'm taking the Milani Tantastic highlighter, and I'm focusing my brush on the white area, and I'm just highlighting my cheekbones with this gorgeous, beautiful, affordable highlighter that I'm obsessed with. I did go ahead and do my brows off camera. I will link my brow tutorial down below. Moving on to the eyes, I am priming with my MAC Soft Ochre paint pot, and then I'm going to set that paint pot with the Kat Von D yellow shade in the Shade and Light Contour Palette. Now using my Makeup Geek shadows, I'm going to take Creme Brulee and I'm just putting that right into the crease. I'm doing it very messy, like you don't want it to be too precise, you want it to be super smoky. So I'm just randomly kind of going all over the place in the crease and fluffing that shade in there. Next, I am taking Frappe by Makeup Geek again, and I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of the eyes. This is going to give it some extra dimension, but you don't want to choose a shade that's too dark. So I just went ahead with Frappe since it is still warm, but it's a lot darker than Creme Brulee, so it's just going to give it a nice shading. And then I went ahead and picked up the black shadow called Corrupt. Then I want to make that wing, so I went ahead and used a sharp edge and just made that line, and then using without the edge just free-handedly, I went ahead and started doing my wing with a winged liner brush by Zoeva. And I basically just want to mimic as if I was using gel liner or liquid liner, as if I was trying to do it on a normal day, but you basically don't have to be super precise. You want to be super messy and loose with this. The difference between a full out smoked out liner look and a smoky liner look is that I feel like with this look I literally wanted to do full out wing liner but just make it super smudgy and messy looking, whereas smoked out liner is kind of like you don't fully want to line your lids, you're kind of just putting black going from the bottom to the top. But I'm sure you guys see here what I'm doing and just kind of messing it all up and making it all smoky, and that's how it should look. And then I went ahead and took a little bit of Vanilla Bean mixed with a tiny bit of Shimma Shimma and put that on the lid. I should have done this before I did the winged liner, but I kind of forgot, so I went ahead afterwards and just kind of fixed it up just a little bit. And then I am taking Creme Brulee again and just putting that on the lower lash line. Now I'm taking Corrupt again, and I'm going to use a really tiny smudger brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to kind of smudge black on the lower lash line but really close to the lashes, and I'm just doing it on the outer half. This is going to emphasize that whole like cat eye kind of smoky effect. And then I'm just popping on some mascara because we are going to be doing lashes afterwards, so I didn't really worry too much about how I made my lashes look with this mascara because the lashes, the falsies will kind of help it afterwards. I ended up using the Ardel Demi Wispies just because they're short, so they're going to give it like a full short effect lash on the, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's going to give it like a chunky full look. And then I went ahead and put this Kohl Kajal in my waterline halfway through and then full way on the top. And then I'm just fixing up my lower lash line with the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. For the lips, I wanted a kind of mauvey pink, so I went ahead and used Lovely and Pure Hollywood and mixed those two together. And that's pretty much it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what other tutorials you want me to do for you in the future, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah. Do a really fun bright orange tutorial because a lot of you guys want to see me kind of get out of my comfort zone, try some new things, and play with some new colors. And honestly, I